Good afternoon, folks. I am Les Talk here. We are in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. At Adobe Systems Arena here, the Ottawa Mounties welcome in the New York Empire as they continue their road trip here now north of the border. We have completed Game 1 in Boston. We are here for Game 2 in Ottawa. We are at the dot, ready to go, and we are off and running here in Ottawa. Carl Franks with it behind the net, gets it up to Alan Breckenridge. Breckenridge across the line, tries to get it through, gets bumped off the puck. It'll be Kovalov that'll skate away with it. Kovalov tries to flip it in, and it'll go deflect into the Ottawa bench. Our goaltenders here tonight. We have Cameron Vandelaar in net against Ellis Rask, backstopping for New York. Ottawa able to get the draw. It'll be Vico. Ottawa wearing their alternate reds here tonight. First time we've seen these red uniforms here. Jamie Ryba now away for New York. Now with it, Sly Kovalov looking to attack. He gets bumped off the puck. Carl Franks pressed to the boards, and Breckenridge will try to skate away for Ottawa. Caesar Clarkson now with it. He'll get it up to Hennanen. Hennanen turns, gets it cross ice to Holenbeck, up to Kovalov. Sly Kovalov still with it. Holenbeck gets it up to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov, he'll lose it, but will gain control of it back here in his own zone. Turned over, Vico. Now in the offensive zone, Vico on his backhand gets it across to the flame, up to the point of Blaha, to Franks. Franks steps down, shot gets blocked away. Vico walks the line there, Breckenridge, and it goes off the post. Good setup there by Alan Breckenridge, and unable to get it to go was Marco LaFlame. New York now will skate away and get it out of the zone and dump deep as they go off for a change. Kovalov with a big hit there on the boards. Kuznetsov tried to feed it back to Kovalov as he was looking to attack the net. LaFlame still in his own zone, does a U-turn, gets it over. Gets through a couple of Mounties and comes to Breckenridge on the far side. Alan Breckenridge gets it poked away. And they will be offsides as Sundstrom tried to keep it in. Sundstrom against Nash here in the dot, and Sundstrom able to win it away for Ottawa. Ottawa continues with it in the neutral zone and will turn it over. Tony DiFolino stayed on the puck heavy there and now loses it to Shavakovsky. Joachim Sundstrom flips it in. Paul will fight for it there. He'll get it away for New York. Continue to battle in the neutral zone, and now Slavic will have it for Ottawa. Slavic turns, loops around his own net, gets up ice, gets it to Bobby McNevin. McNevin at the dot, to Armando. Shot gets blocked away by Rask. Edmund Paul still with it. He's chased there by McNevin. Gets it up to DiFolino. Joseph Michelson flips it down, gets it to Slavic. Sebastian Nash now with it. He'll try to kick it up the boards. Alexander Vestal will skate away for Ottawa. Sundstrom still with it. Scoreless here, about 7 minutes in the first period here. Vestal tries to get it to the front. Vestal back with it in the slot, down to Sharev, and it's gloved by Rask, and he will hold right there. 12:49 left here in the first period of a scoreless game. New York, after the Chicago win just moments ago, they now find themselves in third place in the America Division. A win here today, any kind of win, and a goal there. So a backside shot there as Beck Knowles, set up by Nico Markov and Alois Woodard. So the Mounties get off to a good start here at home against the Empire and find themselves up 1-0 here in the first. Belay gets it up to McNeil. And McNeil going to be caught on the trip there as he trips up McIntyre. So as I was saying before, New York falling to third. A win here of any kind will put them back into second And Minnesota now, with being idle today after the loss to Detroit yesterday, will find themselves slipping all the way down to 4th in the America Division. So in a span of about 3 days, Minnesota goes from 1st in the America Division to 4th in the America Division. New York now will start on the power play here. 11:56, Shavakowski turns it over. Ryba, gloved away by Vandelaar. In front, can't get the shot away. Shavakowski will get it away for Ottawa and get it all the way down. First one on it'll be Kuznetsov. He's pressed to the boards there. Kuznetsov tries to kick it up the boards. Jamie Ryba will now come up with it. He'll skate away behind his net. Get it off the boards up to Westbrook. Tito Westbrook now with it. He'll have it along the far boards. Tries to get it to the front and he's blocked off the puck. Sharev will get it deep for Ottawa. Clarkson and Hennanen continue to battle there for New York. Hennanen up to Ryba. Ryba continues with it. Tries to get it through. He's blocked off by Blaha, and then Sharev will pick off the pass. Kuznetsov to Ryba. Ryba over to Kuznetsov, up to Clarkson. Cesar Clarkson loses the puck there as Blaha is able to poke it away. They'll continue to battle. Ryba able to skate in for New York. Tries to get it to the front, and Blaha takes that loose puck and flips it all the way down. 20 seconds left here on the power play for New York. Good kill so far for Ottawa. Halfway through the first period here, Emil Barron to Kovalov. Oh, and it's just blockered away by Vandelaar. Good stop there. Hennanen up high, gets the shot blocked away. And now Ottawa kills off the penalty, and they'll look to go on the attack here as McNeil is bumped off by McIntyre. Emil Barron skates away with it, enters the Ottawa zone, gets to the middle. Hennanen doesn't get the shot through. It's loose in front. Barron back to Hennanen. Down low to McIntyre to Barron. Shot doesn't get through again. Looked like it might have gone off the post as it finally did find its way on near the net. And turned over there. Joachim Sundstrom across the blue line. In front, Armando. Oh, and a good stop there by Rask. Back to the high point, McNevin. Now he'll lose it. Edmund Paul. Edmund Paul to the front. Barron, he scores! It'll be Emil Barron. First on the board for New York as he tucks it right over the shoulder of Cameron Vandelaar. Set up by Paul and Kovalov there. So as we approach the 8-minute mark, we are tied here at 1 here in Ottawa. Important game for both teams. Ottawa, I mean, they are in desperate need of some positivity right now as they sit at 1-6 on the season. Their one win coming against Edmonton. They sit 6 points behind Edmonton for 4th place. For the playoff picture, they are 14 points out. That would be 4 wins, and an overtime win to get back in to contention to catch Toronto. LaFlame in the slot, and he's buried there. What a big hit. Who was that? DiFolino with the big hit. And now a 2-on-1 here for New York. Nash back to DiFolino to the slot on his backhand. Tries to get to the front forehand and can't get a shot away. Nash just goes wide with a shot. Still comes out front. Belay will have it. He'll get it to Breckenridge. Alan Breckenridge gets it up to Vico. Vico tries to get through Lindholm, and he's unable to. And a power play coming up here to New York as a trip on the play. It is going to be Marco LaFlame guilty of the trip. So a tripping call as Ottawa looked to go on the attack. Puck was loose, and yep, he just trips up. Let's see, it looked like Lindholm was trying to defend, and LaFlame got the stick in there. So I'm not quite sure what LaFlame's motive was there. So it'll be a power play upcoming for New York. Ryba just goes wide with a shot. Franks will have it behind the net. He'll try to kick it free. It will come to Alexander Vesela, who will get it all the way out. Kill off another 10 to 15 seconds here of this New York power play. Ryba gets to Westbrook in the center. He'll turn it over at the blue line. It'll come back to Slavic, up to Franks. Cross ice to Sundstrom. That's going to be a penalty here. So Ottawa going to go, we're going to go 4-on-4, or unless Ottawa's able to score here. Franks down the slot. Shot gets blocked, and it'll be touched up by Kuznetsov. Didn't quite see the penalty. It was a slash behind the play as Clarkson going to be guilty there. slash there. I didn't see that in real time, but yet that's a slash right there. So 4-on-4 for a minute 13 here in the first period. Sundstrom against Westbrook. Sundstrom able to win it back. Slavic will skate in. He's on his backhand, gets it back to Shavkovsky to Breckenridge. Breckenridge tries to get through Ryba, and he's unable to. Breckenridge then pokes it away from Ryba in front. Oh, and a good stop there by Rask on Sundstrom. Good opportunity set up there by Alan Breckenridge. Breckenridge again, and he scores! Alan Breckenridge continues his hot start to the season. With a 4-on-4 goal there. Breckenridge now with his 9th goal on the season here in the early going. Stop there. Apologies, trying to find all the stats that I got loaded up here on the computer. Face-off won by Ottawa. Still 4-on-4 here for a little bit. Breckenridge away. Is it poked away by Ryba, and now Westbrook will look to attack. Tito Westbrook. 45-second power play here coming up for Ottawa. As New York keeps it in their offensive zone. Ryba in front. Shot, they score! So a shorthanded goal to Tito Westbrook as it sets up the one-timer, excuse me. Is that what they call a one-timer in Germany, a one-heimer? So Tito Westbrook, shorthanded, set up by Jamie Ryba and Gottfried Hollenbeck. So just like that, we thought this might be a high-scoring game, and it has the makings of it so far, as we are just approaching 17 minutes gone already in this game, and we have 4 goals on the board here. Bobby McNevin looking across the red line, tries to enter the zone, and he's bodied off there by Gottfried Hollenbeck. Puck will be flipped all the way down, and that should do it for the Ottawa power play. They're unable to score, and they do give up the shorthanded goal in just 45 seconds. Schneider goes cross-ice to Armando. Armando circles in his zone. Gets it up to Sundstrom. He'll turn. Get it over to Belay, over to Blaha. Blaha to Schneider. Schneider enters his zone, being watched by Hollenbeck. To the middle. Shot. Stop there. Armando with a good chance, and it's stoned by Rask. Bob McNevin taking that big hit from Gottfried Hollenbeck right at the New York bench there. And he does. It looks like something in his ribs or his upper body. The one hurt there. So Bobby McNevin probably done for the evening. The afternoon, I should say. Nash against McNeil. Nash wins it back. Hollenbeck up to DiFolino. Tony DiFolino gets it over to Michelson. Michelson tries to get it through. Can't. Michelson will continue with it. He'll get it to Nash. Nash in the corner. Gets it to Michelson in front. Goes off the post and out. It'll be DiFolino. Down to Michelson in the corner. Shavkovsky battles there with Michelson. They continue to battle. Big hit there by... Now Michelson to the front. Stopped there by Vandelar. Shavkovsky gets it out of danger to Knowles. Beck Knowles with a goal earlier tonight. Tony McNeil turns it over at his own blue line. Shavkovsky now skates onto it for Ottawa. He'll try to get it deep. Just gets it to the half boards, and Henneman skates onto it. 40 seconds left here in the first period of a 2-2 game here in Ottawa on our 4-game Saturday slate. Clarkson to Ryba. Ryba down low to Clarkson. Clarkson holds. Hollenbeck. Clarkson scores off the post and in. So Cesar Clarkson puts New York ahead in the waning minutes of this first period. 8 seconds left, and Hollenbeck with his second assist on the game. So a 3-2 game, and unless Ottawa or New York even could score in the final 8 seconds, it looks like that will be the score with 3 seconds, 2 and 1. So yes, that will be the score as we head to the second period. New York takes their first lead of the game as they now, on that Clarkson goal off the post and in, find themselves leading 3-2. We're going to take our first intermission. Be right back with you for the second period here from Ottawa. Good afternoon, folks. I am Les Talk, and we are right back here in Ottawa at Adobe Systems Arena as the New York Empire come into town with a 3-2 lead as we enter the second period here of action. Vico now will have it for Ottawa. Vico now will enter the zone. He'll be along the far boards, tries to flip it back, and Clarkson will pick it off. Numbers here for New York. Clarkson going to the net, gets across to Ryba. Stopped there by Vandelar. Good save there. In front. Oh, and they couldn't make the connection. Ryba and Clarkson. Vico will go off the boards up to Breckenridge, who has a goal earlier tonight. His 9th on the season. Carl Franks with it still. He'll now look to enter the zone. He will. He'll go all the way to the corner. Up high. One-timer. Goes up and over Rask. So it was deflected on its way in. Hennanen now. Will flip it deep from the red line. Carl Franks on it now. He goes off the net. Vandelar will get a glove on. They'll hold right there. So stoppage coming up here. Face off now coming between Sundstrom and Westbrook. Face off to New York. Kuznetsov in front. Tries to get a shot away and it'll be knocked away. Vladan Slavic with it. Goes off the boards. Vesla will flip it in. First one on it is Lindholm for New York. Tito Westbrook gets it up to Alexei Kuznetsov. He'll enter and then bodied off the puck there. Big shot there by Shavkovsky. Vesla will skate onto it, get it up to Slavic. Armando now will look to advance. He'll get the red line, flip it over the glass for a stoppage here. Face off one by New York, just outside the Ottawa zone. Edmund Paul will have it. He'll turn, tries the center, and Vesla will pick that one off. Alexander Vesla. Ottawa with a slight advantage here. They'll flip it down. Lindholm will battle there with Armando. It'll come free. Ottawa now looking to get in on the forecheck. Armando and Vesla digging away at the puck, and now New York will get it out. Good play there. Sebastian Nash turns in the corner, gets it to the middle, and it's poked off his stick. Tony DiFolino to Nash. Sticked away by Vandelar. Shavkovsky will take it out of the corner. He'll get it up to McNeil. McNeil shot glove by Rask. Clarkson against McNeil in the dot here. McNeil wins it back. Slavic, oh, and he's absolutely destroyed there right inside the blue line. Loses his helmet. So there's now a helmet just roaming around the neutral zone. Clarkson now down low, Ryba. Oh, and a good stop there by Vandelar as he gets across. Ryba in front, gets it over to Kovalev. Poked off his stick. Markov loses it. Marlon Crew will lose it there to Tony McNeil just inside the blue line. There's a helmet right there at about the O for the Ottawa Mountie logo. Clarkson gets it over to Kovalev. Will now find its way almost into the New York zone. Clarkson down low, glove, and it scores! It squeaks through. So it hits the glove of Vandelar and trickles on through as Clarkson gets his 2nd of the game and his 4th on the season for Caesar Clarkson. Set up by Kovalev and Marlon Crew. I believe that's going to be his first point of the season and career for him. So congrats to him. Also congratulations in order for Beck Knowles, his first career goal, coming the first goal here earlier tonight. Always special to get that first one here in the PIHANA. Alan Breckenridge, 7 minutes gone here in the second. New York, the only one to score so far here in the second. McIntyre skates away. He'll get it up ice to Bowden. Bowden will lose it. He'll get it. Woodard will have it now. Alois Woodard getting his first point earlier tonight as well. Breckenridge with it. Breckenridge gets it poked away by Hennanen. Hennanen up to Bowden. Bowden tries to get free. He'll decide to just flip it in. Didn't have numbers, so he flips it. Blaha, the first one on it. Casimir Blaha up to Alexander Vesla. Vesla continues with it for Ottawa. He'll go cross ice to Vico. Vico enters the zone, gets it back to the flame. Over to Vesla. Stop there. Vesla, another opportunity, and he can't solve Rask there. Good opportunities for Vesla in front. Blaha, the first one on it for Ottawa. He'll get it up to Vico. Vico gets it poked away by Westbrook and center ice. But Vesla, now with an opportunity, stops. Tries to hit the trailer. Vico, shot. Shouldered away by Rask. Behind the net, it's Vesla. We'll get it out front. Slap shot gets blocked. Heading in now. We'll take it away for New York. Good setup there. Looking for Schneider out in front. Barron with a goal earlier tonight. Ullenbeck stopped there. Ullenbeck 2 assists already on the evening. Barron, his 4th goal coming earlier tonight. Stop there. Vesla with another great opportunity. Sharev will have it behind the net. He'll feed it out to the point. Slavic. Shot goes wide. Sharev tries to tuck it in on the near post there, and he's stopped by Rask, and he will hold right there. Clarkson loses the draw to McNeil. Puck gets poked away, though, and will exit the New York zone, so Slavic will retreat as they try to reset here. Markov. Crunched there by Marlon Crew. Crew will get to the red line and flip it in. Louis Shavakovsky with it. Vlad Shavakovsky turns it over to Kovalov. Slide Kovalov back to Crew. Up to Clarkson to Kovalov. Couldn't get a shot away. Knowles will skate away with it for Ottawa. Shavakovsky comes in to take it away. Slavic, he's hit there by Clarkson. Clarkson having a great game here through about the halfway point. Markov now with it. William Markov turns it over. Nico Markov. Ryba has it. Oh, and he's beat there by Woodard. Alexander Vesla back on the ice. He's looked good so far here tonight. Hasn't gotten the goal, though, and he'll be stopped there again by Rask. Vesla being one of the aggressors offensively for Ottawa through the first, 33 minutes of this game here. Sundstrom against Nash in the dot. Sundstrom wins it back. Woodard can't get the shot away. And we're going to have a fight here. Vesla going to go up against Michelson. Both getting good shots in here. Vesla another one, and Michelson over the top gets one. They both uppercut at the same time and connect. Vesla connects again. Michelson another good shot. Vesla tries to counter back. They'll continue to dance. Vesla another one. Vesla 2 more. And that'll do it. Alexander Vesla gets the win over Joseph Michelson. So he takes offense to the hit on Woodard, and he comes away winning the fight there for Ottawa. The only thing I don't love about that is now one of your most aggressive players here tonight is now going to be sitting for 5 minutes. So you got to find some offense. I think the obvious solution is Alan Breckenridge. That top line, get him out there. He's been one of the best goal scorers all year. He continues to show that as he scores one earlier tonight. Vico stopped by Rask. Comes free. Krause will have it. Jimmy Krause gets it up to Sebastian Nash. He'll get the red line and flip in. Armando with it. He's pressed to the boards by DiFolino. Puck comes free for a sec. Vico gets it up to Belay. Peter Belay turns. Gets it up to Armando. Armando to Sundstrom. Sundstrom looking for room. It'll be flipped all the way in. First one on it is Romainders. First time we've said his name tonight. Gil Romainders loses it there to Sundstrom. Puck was free and DiFolino able to skate it away, but now he turns it over at the blue line. Armando now with it in the high slot. Shot stopped there by Rask. Couldn't get the rebound there. As Knowles was sniffing around the net, Knowles now flips it in. 5 minutes left here in the second period. A 4-2 game. Only goal here in the second coming to Caesar Clarkson, his 4th on the season. Frank's back with the puck. He'll flip it, and there's going to be an icing there as it misses its target in Breckenridge and goes all the way down for an icing. LaFlame against Westbrook here in the dot. Westbrook able to win it back, but is taken by Breckenridge. Alan Breckenridge on the attack, looking to get it to a 1-goal game, and he's bumped off the puck by Hollenbeck. Good play there by the big Swede. Westbrook now. 4 minutes left here. Turns. Kuznetsov stopped there, and then Barron on the rebound. Couldn't get it past Vandelar. Under 4 minutes left here. LaFlame against Westbrook here in the dot. LaFlame wins it back to Kazimir Blaha. Blaha almost turns it over, now gets it up tight ice to LaFlame. Marco LaFlame The Flames still with it. He'll carry, get it back to Franks. Can't get the shot away. And now Barron. He's got room. Barron all alone. Stopped there by Vandelar. Didn't really make a move. Just tried to beat Vandelar clean. And he's unable to do so on the breakaway there. So big save by Vandelar to keep it a 2-goal game. We approach 3 minutes left here in the second period. New York leading 4-2. Heinen down the slot. Oh, just goes wide. Ryba back to the line. Knowles will pick that one off. He'll take it away for Ottawa. Knowles will get it. Flip it all the way in. Heinen the first one on it. He's pressed to the boards by Sharev. Schneider out in front now. On his backhand. Shot stopped there by Rask. Good pad save there by Ellis Rask, and he'll hold. 2:16 left here in the second, sitting at a 4-2 game for the Empire. If this result holds, New York would catapult their way back into second place in the America Division. And only be trailing Detroit by a single point. Kovalev down low, can't get the shot through. Good block there. Beck Knowles skates away. A minute and a half left here in the second. Heinen takes it away. Kovalev, he's blown up there. Another big hit. That one by Blaha. Turned over at the blue line, though. They'll continue to battle. He'll come back into the neutral zone. Hollenbeck goes cross ice to Barron, looking to get some room. Under a minute left here. Barron tries to get that centering pass, and it goes intercepted. Barron again trying to get through. Ryba in the corner. In front to Barron. Can't get the shot through. Ryba, I think, had a rebound, and it was kicked out by Vandelar. So good pressure there by New York, but unable to get that 3-goal lead. It stays just 2. Franks down low to Sharev. Can't get the shot away. 3, 2, and 1. So that's going to do it here for 40 minutes. Oh, and we're going to have a power play for Ottawa right as the period starts. I didn't see who was guilty of a trip, but there was a trip right there at the end of the period. So there's the Clarkson goal that trickles by Vandelar to make it a 4-2 game. So we're going to take our second intermission here, folks. We'll be right back with the third period as Ottawa begins it on a man advantage. All right, good afternoon, folks. I am Les Talk, and I am back with you here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, as Marco Laflame and Sebastian Nash get ready to take the face-off here. Ottawa with a power play. This will be their second power play of the afternoon. They were unsuccessful on their first one. A goal here would make it a 1-goal game again. Heinen now shorthanded, gets it down low, goes wide. New York already with a shorthanded goal tonight as Westbrook able to get one. There's a little bit of a snafu shorthanded goal as a penalty ended that led to New York being shorthanded, as it was 4-on-4 prior to that. New York kept it in their zone and then scored just moments after the power play had started for Ottawa, but still a shorthanded goal nonetheless, and they're on the attack here as that one will be covered up by Vandelar. Tito Westbrook will go up against Marco Laflame. Westbrook again with a shorthander already tonight. Wins it back to Paul and is turned over. Armando with a lot of skating room. He's open, he's in. He'll score! Steven Armando on the breakaway. Gets the unassisted power play goal. Steven Armando. Great opportunity, and he beats Ellis Rask. Armando with his third goal of the season. We're going to have another penalty here. Oh my goodness, New York. Less than a minute. Oh no, New York's going to go to the power play. My fault. I saw that pop up and I thought New York was going to on the penalty kill again. So Vico, just as Ottawa gets all their momentum, takes a tripping penalty right off the face-off here. Tripping Barron there. So Vico now will take a seat. Sundstrom wins it back. It'll be Shavkovsky, and he'll get it all the way out. So New York looking for an opportunity to get their 2-goal lead back as Shavkovsky absolutely obliterates Kuznetsov behind the play. Another big hit there. Out to the front, Shavkovsky will pick it off. He'll get it over to Sundstrom, and Sundstrom will get it all the way out. Kuznetsov as he was still getting up. Will be the first one on it all the way back there for New York. Westbrook. Tito Westbrook enters the zone. Skates, loses the puck. Shavkovsky bumps him off again. Shavkovsky, the big Russian, able to hold the puck there at the boards and get it over to Blaha, who will get it all the way out. Minute gone on the penalty to Vico. Big kill here for Ottawa. Another big hit. This one by Sundstrom back behind the play. Clarkson now on the attack. Clarkson looking for a hat trick. Shot stopped there. Couldn't get the rebound to go. Ryba, looking for the backdoor play there. Was looking for Westbrook, and he was unable to feed it through. Too many sticks in the lane. Kuznetsov skates away. He'll get it up to Ryba, up to Westbrook. Tito Westbrook over to Clarkson. He'll enter the zone, get it sticked away there. Blaha will get it all the way out. 20 seconds left remaining on the New York power play. We sit 4-3 here in Ottawa. Sundstrom tries to get to the front of the net, and it goes wide. Kuznetsov with 5 seconds left. That'll do it for the power play. But now New York still with it in the zone, looking to score here. Still can make it a 2-goal game in front. And it's just kicked away by Vandelar. Stays in play as Blaha will pick it up. It'll come to Sundstrom, up to Vico. Vico over to Shavkovsky. Shavkovsky tries to get through. He's bumped there by Paul. Vico now in. Vico, shot, doesn't get through. Still loose there. Comes on net to Rask. Not sure who got it on net, but Rask able to come up with the stop either way. 4 minutes gone here in the third period. A 1-goal game. Barron in front, and he scores! So Emil Barron will get his 5th of the season and 2nd on the afternoon to make this a 2-goal game once again. So big goal there for New York. So they extend their lead once again, and Rask gonna get a point there. The goalie point. He started the rush in front. DiFolino, backhand stopped there by Vandelar, and he'll hold. Nash against LaFlame. Nash wins it back. Paul over to DiFolino. DiFolino down low, can't get the shot through. Michelson tries to feed it down low to Nash. Too steep an angle, so he decides to just hold it. Now it'll be turned over. Ottawa will skate away with it. Tony McNeil through. LaFlame tries to feed it over, and it's knocked away. McNeil to Belay. Belay to Vico at the point. Breckenridge. Shot goes wide. Paul up to Michelson. Michelson will dump it in. Looking to get in on the forecheck is New York, as Belay will have it. He's hit to the boards by DiFolino. LaFlame now away with it. Flame pauses. Now tries to go around. Tries to feed it to the front, and Nash will pick that one off. DiFolino will have it. So when DiFolino turns in his own zone, it'll be Lindholm. Victor Lindholm up to Caesar Clarkson. Clarkson watched there. Still looking for a hat trick here tonight. Clarkson in the slot. Tries to get a shot away, and he's blown up by Blaha. Clarkson in front. Goes for the pass. And they had Vandelar out of position, but couldn't get a shot away, and it'll be a trip here coming to Ottawa. And it'll be touched up there, and it is going to be a 5-on-3. I thought I saw an interference call there right at the end as well. So Breckenridge is going to be guilty of the trip. And then, not sure who. So trip there, and then I believe Blaha is going to be guilty of an interference call as well. So it'll be a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes here for New York. Kuznetsov shot goes wide. It was deflected in front. Another opportunity there was McIntyre, and he was stopped. Shavkovsky will come away with it. So big kill here for Ottawa to stay attached to New York here, trailing by 2. So we approach the 12-minute mark here of the third and final period. Barron tries to get it to the front. To Kovalov, can't get a shot away. Kovalov to Barron. Kuznetsov off the post. Oh man, what an opportunity. And Kuznetsov unable to bury it. Another face-off coming here. It'll be McIntyre against Sundstrom. 11:54 left here in the third. 2-goal lead for the New York Empire here in Ottawa at Adobe Systems Arena. New York looking to jump back into second place in the America Division. Ottawa looking to try to climb themselves out of last place. They would still be in last place even with a regulation win here today, but they would be falling further and further back of the rest of the pack in the Canada Division. Sundstrom short-handed in front. Tries to get a shot away and can't. Kuznetsov now will pick it up, get it to McIntyre. McIntyre skates away. 30 seconds left here on the 5-on-3. There will be no single man advantage. Kovalov stopped there by Vandelar in front. And Vandelar looked behind him and he'll hold it there. It did sneak behind him, but he's able to get those pads on it and hold the puck right there. Clarkson against Markov this time. Markov wins it back to Shavkovsky. Tries to clear, but it deflects off Westbrook. In front, Westbrook. One-timer stopped there by Vandelar. Good opportunity to Tito Westbrook. Clarkson now again against Markov. Clarkson wins it back. Kuznetsov to Heinonen. Down low. One-timer. Stop there on Westbrook. And it gets through. Oh, Belay peels it away from the goal line and gets the cover up from Vandelar. Wow, what a play there. As the puck had snuck through Vandelar, Belay on the backside able to get his stick, pull it away from the goal line and keep this a 2-goal game. Slavic now will skate away with it, and that will do it for the 5-on-3. So both Mounties will return to action here as we are back to even strength. Ryba pressed to the boards there by Blaha. Now Kuznetsov will take it away from Kazmir. It'll be dumped in deep. Clarkson on it. He'll battle there. Gets it in front to Ryba, and it's poked off his stick. Up to Blaha. Kazmir Blaha tries to get it deep and can't. Clarkson now to Ryba. Ottawa playing a little out of position here. Blaha having to play it forward here right now. Westbrook in front to Clarkson. Shot. Gloved away. Clarkson looking for that hat trick here tonight. It'll be Ryba. He'll be bumped off the puck by Slavic. And they'll look to get it out of danger. Armando now with it. Armando tries to feed it through, and Westbrook will pick that one off. It'll come back in the New York zone. Heinonen on it. Pressed to the boards there by Sundstrom. Big hit there by Armando as he plants that Empire player to the boards. Westbrook turns it over at the blue line. It'll be Sundstrom away. He'll go cross ice to Blaha. Kazmir Blaha to the red line and dumps in. Blaha will now finally go off for a change as Heinonen in deep to get it. Comes free to Armando. Free again. Armando picks it back up. Franks down low to Sundstrom. To Armando. Oh, and the little deflection on net is stopped by Rask. Good play there by Ottawa. But they're stoned by Ellis Rask. Across to Nash. Gloved by Vandelar, and he'll hold. So good opportunity for Ottawa at the other end, but unable to capitalize on the opportunity, and they find themselves still trailing by 2 here. 7 minutes left here in the third period. LaFlame against Nash in the dot. It'll be 1 to Vico. Abraham Vico for Ottawa. On the attack. Tries to get a shot and gets blocked away. It'll come up to DiFolino. Tony DiFolino, he's bodied off the puck there. Puck will get flipped all the way in. It'll come to Breckenridge. Breckenridge pressed to the boards there. He tries to kick it to the free corner, and it's battled with there. Franks now. He'll return to the corner with the puck, and now Franks will skate away. Penalty coming up on New York. So an opportunity here. Vico from LaFlame to Breckenridge. Breckenridge on the backhand. Can't do anything with it. It'll be touched by Michelson, and that'll get a stoppage. There's a slash coming up against Sebastian Nash, the assistant captain. Sundstrom against McIntyre here in the dot. Sundstrom wins it back. Beat Blaha over to Belay. One-timer by Markov goes wide. Paul now with it behind the net. He's met there. Now McIntyre tries to get it free. And he'll flip all the way down. Blaha on it. He'll get it up to Sundstrom. Sundstrom with room. He's on the attack. Oh, tries to feed it down low, and Paul picks that one off, and he'll flip it from end to end. It'll be Belay on it. Peter Belay goes cross ice to Sundstrom. Schneider now. Luke Schneider tries to get through. He's bumped off the puck. Lindholm first on it. He'll go off the boards and out. Minute remaining here on the power play. It looked like Krause was going to be the first one to it, but Blaha able to lift the stick and get to it first. Sticked away there by Lindholm. He'll have it. Try to get it out, and it's blocked off. They'll continue to battle for it. Schneider kicks it to the open corner. First one there will be Edmund Paul. He'll try to clear, and he's deflected again. Lindholm now with enough space and time to get it out. 30 seconds left here on the power play for Ottawa. Just 4 minutes remaining in this game. 2-goal game here for the Empire. Schneider retreats in his own zone, gets it up to Belay, up to Markov. Nico Markov looking to attack. Tries to get it through. It'll be Sundstrom. Shot gets blocked. Another deflection. Markov just goes wide. It's a good opportunity there, and Schneider going to be guilty of a penalty. So we'll have a 2-on-2 for about 2 seconds as Luke Schneider is guilty. Tripping Reijo Heinonen. Face-off coming as the Flame will go up against Westbrook. Will be 4-on-4 for 2 seconds, and then New York will go on a power play. Westbrook wins it back to Holenbeck, to Lindholm. Back to Barron. They're on the power play now. Holenbeck over to Lindholm. Cross ice to Holenbeck, down to Westbrook. Westbrook will go off the boards and will be turned over. Blaha with it. He'll get it out to Holenbeck, up to Lindholm. Clarkson, now to Westbrook. Barron to Clarkson. Gloved by Vandelar. Oh, a good shot there by Clarkson, but Vandelar able to read through all the traffic in front of him and glove that one down. It'll be Markov against Clarkson in the dot here, and Clarkson able to win another one back to Heinonen. Westbrook down low. Oh, the deflection by Clarkson goes wide. Kuznetsov. Slap shot gloved by Vandelar, and he'll hold right there. It's got a little over a minute left here on the power play for New York. Ottawa desperately needing a clear. And then send Vandelar to the bench. It'll be won by Markov. Franks turns it over. Clarkson. Oh, at point-blank range. He's stopped by Vandelar. Westbrook behind the net. Tries to come out front. Shot. Right into the midsection of Vandelar, and he'll hold. So good pressure here from New York. Ottawa. Looks like they're on the ropes a little bit here. 3 minutes remaining in the game. 1:09 left on the power play. Markov able to win that one back to Slavic. He'll go cross ice to Franks. Get it up to Sharev. Ottawa looking like they're going to be on the attack as Sharev will dump it in. Heinonen the first one on it. Will be watched there. Comes away to Kuznetsov. He's bodied at the blue line. And now Sharev with room. Nicholas Sharev will get to the blue line and dump in. They'll continue to look to get on the forecheck. Westbrook comes away with it for New York. 30 seconds left here on the power play. Westbrook trying to get through. Stopped. Vandelar will hold. Flame against McIntyre here in the dot. McIntyre wins it. Kuznetsov down the slot. Kovalov backhand. Can't get on net. Or did. It came weakly to Vandelar. Breckenridge now up against McIntyre. Breckenridge wins it back. Shavkovsky to McNeil. Power play about to end here for New York as McNeil dumps it in. Heinonen on it. He's pressed to the boards by Breckenridge. Kick to an open corner. Barron will skate onto it, and now the power play is over. New York still has possession, though. And, oh my goodness, another trip. Was that Luke Schneider. So just after coming out of the box, I don't know if he's tired or he just kind of likes sitting so much, because that trip, very clear and obvious. So now Ottawa, trailing by 2, will not have a man advantage when they pull the goalie here. They will just be 5-on-5, and New York will go on the power play here for the rest of the game, or until they score, which would basically end the game at that point. Holenbeck down low. Stop there on Westbrook. Clarkson in front. Gets it to Ryba, and he can't get it through. It'll come on net to Vandelar. He'll try to get it free. Is Ottawa looking for something here? Sundstrom will dump it in. It'll be picked up by Holenbeck. Holenbeck goes off the boards up to Clarkson. Cesar Clarkson with room. Tries to get through and is bumped off the puck. Shavkovsky will flip it out. First one on it is Paul. Edmund Paul trying to skate away. Ryba up to Westbrook. And another trip. Oh my goodness, Ottawa. I think that one's going to be Vesla. In front. Stopped there by Vandelar. So another trip. Is Alexander Vesla going to be guilty there? With under a minute, and that's going to basically put an end to whatever Ottawa was trying to put on here in the final minutes, as it looks like the Empire, with 38 shots in the game to Ottawa's 22, are going to come into Ottawa and pull out a win as this Mounties team continues to struggle. To Kuznetsov. Oh, and a good stop there by Vandalar as he gets across to Stone Kovalov. Face-off now coming here. Markov will be against McIntyre. 5-on-3 here for the rest of the game, basically. Or if New York can score, Markov able to get it away. 30 seconds left here. They will pull Vandalar, so they'll be short-handed with the goalie being pulled even. And an opportunity for McIntyre. Backhander gets stopped. Ottawa will flip it out. So just 20 seconds left here. See if New York can net an empty netter here. Heinonen turns it over in his own zone. Kovalov will skate away with it. He'll get it to Heinonen. Heinonen with just 13 seconds left. Heinonen gets deflected and goes high off the glass. Franks goes cross ice. Slavic, he'll flip in. Kuznetsov now on it. He'll get it back to McIntyre. McIntyre up to Heinonen. Heinonen will score. So the empty netter with under a second left. Reijo Heinonen gets the empty netter. And that will do it. A 6-3 victory for New York, as they come into Ottawa and come away with a big win here. So great performance. Fighting back early on in the game, and then New York took control, dominate in the second and third periods, only giving up a goal in those two periods to come away with a 6-3 win here tonight in Ottawa. So that's it for our afternoon coverage. We have two games coming up later this evening. We'll have Toronto at Montreal and then Calgary at Edmonton. So stick around, folks. We're going to take a quick 10-second break and be right back with our post-game news and information. All right, folks, thank you so much for joining us for the post-game coverage of the New York Empire. Their road win here in Ottawa as they knock off the Mounties 6-3 at Adobe Systems Arena. New York coming away with 40 shots in the game. Ottawa only able to muster 22. Ottawa with 36 hits to New York's 31. Face-off slightly in favor of New York as they win by 1, 25-24. And then power plays. New York ends up with 7 on the day, and they finally do capitalize on the last one as Heinonen gets the empty netter there at the end of the game. And then Ottawa coming away with 1 of 3 on the power play themselves. Shorthanded goals, the one belonging to Tito Westbrook, as it was following a 4-on-4 situation that he was able to score that shorthanded goal. The lone power play goal, for Ottawa came to Steven Armando in the second period. We'll take a peek now at the stats. We'll start with the road team on the scoreboard and the victors tonight. The New York Empire, Sly Kovalov with a great game, 4 assists on the night and a +4 as well, adding 4 shots and 4 hits. So 4s all around for Sly Kovalov here tonight. Caesar Clarkson, just a goal short of the hat trick along with Emil Barron. They both get a +2. 8 shots for Clarkson, 6 for Barron. 3 hits for Clarkson, none for Barron. Other point getters, Holenbeck and Rybo with 2 assists each. Edmund Paul and Marlon Crew and Mike McIntyre with an assist each. And then goals to Westbrook and Reijo Heinonen here tonight. Our no point getters, we got Lindholm, Nash, Romainders, Kuznetsov, Kraus, DiFolino, Michelson, and Bowden, all unable to get a point here tonight. McIntyre with a +1 there. +2s for Heinonen, Paul, Barron, Ariba, and Clarkson, and then +4s for Gottfried Holenbeck and Sly Kovalov as well. Now the goaltending, Ellis Rast was not tested a ton, but I think he still played well. Had a couple opportunities that he let by, but I think overall a fairly good performance despite not being tested a ton here in Ottawa tonight for Ellis Rast. We'll now head to Ottawa. Breckenridge with a goal. So he keeps his point streak going. I'll have to check and see what that's at. Sundstrom, Markov, and Woodard all with assists. And then Armando and Knowles. Knowles getting his first goal on the season. So we have a Flame with a -3 as well. and no points. Blaha, Vico, Slavic, Franks, Shavakowski, Vesla, Schneider, McNevin, McNeil, Sharev, and Belay, all with no points as well. Don't believe there were... The only plus tonight is Nico Markov, who comes away with the plus tonight. Shots leader, Steven Armando with 6. A bit of a crime that Breckenridge only comes away with 2. I think if you're Ottawa, you definitely would like to see a lot more out of him, shot-wise. Kazimir Blaha keeps hitting everything in his path as he comes up with 11 hits here tonight. Far and away leading the rest of his team. The next closest, Joachim Sundstrom, at 5. And now the goaltending. Cameron Vandelaar. Bit of a struggle again here tonight. Gives up 5 goals on 39 shots, so the shot count is good, but allowing 5 is the problem that's plaguing right now Ottawa, as he comes away with an .872 save percentage here tonight. So now let's take a peek at the goals here. We will do, let's see, what do we want to do? First period, Tito Westbrook goal. I liked that one. Shorthanded here. A good setup there by Barron, and then a one-timer by Westbrook. In tight there with Breckenridge as well. He's able to beat the goalie, Cameron Vandelaar. See if it shows it here. Yeah, we'll just show it from this angle. So from behind the net, just a little tap there, and Westbrook able to fire it past Cameron Vandelaar there. I think that Clarkson goal off the post and in as well. Up high, Clarkson able to get it down low there, and now off the post and in. Let's see, second period, Clarkson with the only goal. We did have the Armando breakaway. We'll show that here. So Armando on the power play, able to get the breakaway. They just flip it up over Rask. Yep, just flips it right over the blocker and stick of Ellis Rask there. And we'll show the Barron goal, the final goal of the game. He was dumped down to Barron, had enough room, and was able to find enough of a gap over that shoulder. So he beats Vandelaar right there. I guess, yeah, we'll show that other Clarkson goal. The one that tipped off Vandelaar's glove. Here it is from the top. Tick there. And Vandelaar sticks that stick back, but is unable to get control of it to knock it down. So that's our goals here from tonight. Again, a 6-3 win here for New York in Ottawa. Our 2 games coming up tonight. We have Toronto at Montreal in what looks to be one of the best games of the early part of this season. And then the altercation in Alberta as the Calgary Stallions head into Edmonton to take on the Dinos. So again, I am Les Talk. Thank you so much for joining us here from Ottawa. We will see you later tonight in Montreal. Thanks again, folks.